Yeah, and anyway, so
I didn't play it till that Sunday.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so we all played it, and but we're very whatever. We got a lot of stuff given to us. Actually, we saw. I guess we should talk about.
Yeah, can we?
We'll go into it. Yeah, but so
we still don't know
what is kind of going on generally. I guess.
Them.
But Garrett, if you didn't see it, this is really cool. Garrett was actually asked to make replicas of Raiden's sword for some people at Konami. And
the HF blade, the high frequency
yes.
blade, which is Raiden's main weapon in the game.
And we actually got to present some of them. We brought them to Konami last weekend. Mm-hmm. And there are some pictures. You can see them out there on Twitter. You'll hear more about this later, I think.
But that's when we got our copies.
Yeah. We met up with Konami and got copies of the game. They gave us art books. They gave us steel cases. They gave us all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And so all that stuff. And it was great. There's some pictures that are on Twitter, but we'll post them and show them here too. Of Yuji Korakado from Kojima Productions holding the sword, Inaba from Platinum, stuff like that, and it was. That was really cool.
I made 5 of them, and they're like full length, like the one that Sean uses in our Metal Gear Rising video.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're based off of that blade. I just took the time that I had now when I was making the 5 of them to like really intricately. Yeah. Replicate the hilt.
Because before you're making the costume and the sword and the shoe.
And I banged the sword out in like a day.
Yeah.
I remember. And it was, it was a foam hilt with the kind of like accents how it looked like in the game. But it was very simplified. These were like, I had some plastic parts water jetted and there was a lot of foam like detail and stuff. They came together like really well. I was happy.
It was awesome.
I'm sad I don't have them anymore.
Well, yeah, and so that was what was weird. So we bring them these. And we met with Konami's PR master, Jay.
Yeah, shout
was
out.
Was up there, and he's like, cool, bring him up. I'm in my hotel right now, so just bring him up. And we're like, cool. So we're sitting in my car. We're going down to my car. We have to go through a mall to get to the... that's where his hotel is. It's connected to this mall.
We're like carrying swords
and we go,
through a full mall.
We have to carry these swords through the mall? We didn't think about that. Luckily, Garrett had a towel that his grandma gave him from a towel set.
Yeah.
And wrapped it up as tight as he could and was like, okay, let's go.
I used it as a sling to where I could hold onto the towel and then...
It's probably heavy because...
It was so... Oh, no!
Just my one sword, after the full day of filming, my arms are tired of holding that.
No, I was getting... We couldn't find the route from the 4 stories of parking garage, then into the mall, then 2 stories of the mall to try to find where you could get the walkway to the hotel. I was getting tired. But
we got him there.
I could take it.
Exactly. So we got him there, we bring it to him, and he goes, yeah, just lay him down here. We lay them out, and he picks one up and goes, whoa, what? And we were like, is everything okay? He's like, I didn't think they were going to be metal. And it occurred to me that it never came up in the conversation. All he saw was that they were in the video and they look good.
But they did want them like the way, they looked like they were heavy in the video.
So he just saw them in the video and said, well, they look good, so just like that. He didn't know they were legit steel, like...
Swords.
And so he picked it up and he was like, oh, this is real. What? Oh my god! I mean, he was like, awesome. He didn't expect that at all.
No.
So he was like, I may have to be careful with. How do I bring these to Japan? I have to rethink all this. Anyway, it was really funny. But anyway, ultimately though, it was good. Like they turned out really good. So we'll hear more about that later. We'll talk about that more later, I guess. Yeah. Unless there was anything else you wanted to say about
I mean, we shot a little behind the scenes thing. We might just throw up somewhere.
Yeah.
You might see more about them, but it was just kind of like a fun side project thing for me to build. But really, I mean, so into that game, and then to be able to like make those swords for that. Platinum and Konami working together was awesome.
They gave us all these art books and they gave us all this other stuff, and then I forgot that I had pre-ordered the game on Amazon.
Oh yeah,
a year ago. I got that and the electronic lamp.
Oh, see, I haven't seen that. Is that cool?
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh wow,
it was that and then a soundtrack, whatever, and
because that's what I used to design the hilt. That was like at the time. using pictures of the game demo that I took and pictures of that plasma light pre-order bonus. I use those to kind of eyeball how I designed all the pieces of the hilt to go together.
Yeah. So I kept all that. I kept all that stuff.
Wow.
And sold the game that came with it. I sold that back. I was like, no,
sell it back to
I already have this.
You making the swords was something I would like tell people, and they would just be so proud and happy for you. Like people that you would like, Jenny and Jonathan were like, really, Garrett? Like, he was like, they're like,
oh
super
wow,
because it's like they know how much you like this series and this game. Everyone knows, and the fact that they came to you, that's so cool.
And I was really proud. We got to go to dinner with them after, and it was like Garrett telling them all this stuff about making them and with the weapons and stuff. I was proud of this guy.
Oh, thank you. No, I mean, in all honesty, I think as happy as I was with the Metal Gear Rising costume that came out, it was so rushed for time that it was kind of abandoned. You know, I didn't get to put the detail I put into these.
Yeah, right.
This was. I took my time. I mean, it was still a crunch towards the end, like every fucking thing is with me. But it was really, really like perfect. Like I couldn't have done a better job with them, and I was really, really proud.
They turned out really great. So hopefully we'll see more stuff with that. But it was really cool to get to do that. And again, we got all that Metal Gear Rising stuff between all that and what I got later and all that stuff, and then we pre-ordered. There's like a big ass figure of Raiden coming out. Yeah, that's on the way. Between all that stuff, I'm really not kidding. The room in which I sleep looks like a GameStop.
Yeah,
there is Metal Gear Rising shit everywhere. Maybe less so.
I live in a liquor store.
You live in a liquor store. I live in a GameStop. So that's kind of
playing the game. I just look at it and just think like Garrett fucking nailed his costume. Like as I'm playing it, I just keep thinking that.
Weren't you saying you were looking at it and going, reminding you of when you had to put it on?
And also I just think like, God, that fucking sucked to put on.
See, someone hooked me up with that Cyber Ninja DLC. So I don't have to look at that costume anymore. Because I look at it and it looks so awesome, and I'm like, fuck, I kind of got the angle wrong here.
but now that the game is out, whatever, we've been playing it, and I actually beat it